Hey guys, welcome back to Cards Mania, and today we have a special video. We have got a binder update review showing you what I've got in mine, what I'm missing, just going through what's in each page. Of course, if you wouldn't mind liking, commenting and subscribing, it would be much appreciated. Thanks for everyone who viewed my first video. If you haven't seen it, go back and check it. We done a full box opening. So yeah, let's get into it. So the front is just the usual. We've got Bruno, Bellingham, Foden, Kun Aguero, Kylian Mbappe, Mason Mount and Robert Lewandowski. So this year they obviously introduced the Conference League as well as the Europa League and Champions League. So the checklist, we'll get a better view of it. Just grab that out. The checklist 2021 to 22, all the clubs. Explaining what we've got in the first half: captain, super savers, defensive warriors, etc., etc. So yeah, that's the front cover. So we start off with the Ajax. Just one page for Ajax. We move on to, let me get a better camera angle of that. Then we move on to City, where we have seen the inclusion of super savers, defensive warriors, captain cards, next gen cards, which I really do like. The Fire Torres looks lovely. Move on to United, where we also last video we also packed some sort of defect card from the Man United team. So if you go back and see that, quite a rare card. So yeah, we've got every single card. Moving on to Liverpool as well. Nice and simple. These are the base cards, obviously, so these are the ones that are quite easy to get. Moving on to Chelsea, my club. Leicester. West Ham. Tottenham, who lost to Moura last night. Joke of a club, if you ask me. PSG. All the crystal parallel cards are at the back, so we'll be going through them as well. We do have quite a lot. Bayern Munich. Muslera, obviously, next gen. What a player he should turn out to be. Borussia Dortmund. With the inclusions of Haaland, Atletico Madrid. Barcelona, who, funnily enough, Sergio Roberto was the card it took me a while to get, and then once you get them, they all start coming whenever you keep opening packs. So yeah, Man City, where obviously the news about Ferland Mendy, Benzema as well, the Real Madrid boys. Sevilla, Real Sociedad. These are all the basic cards. We want to get onto the juicy cards. Real Betis and Villarreal with a page each. Same with Leipzig and Sporting. Porto and Benfica. Then we go into the Serie A clubs, which I don't know why they've only got a page each, especially, the reigning champions, Inter, even Juve, where Ronaldo obviously is part of a single page, whereas he obviously is transferred to United now, which we'll obviously get onto later on. Napoli, Roma, and that's all of them. So we then move on to man of the matches, where there are 3 full pages, one from each club. So we start off, it's the same order as the checklist goes, so it's Ajax, so on and so forth. These cards look lovely, high rated stats as well on all of them, if you look at it closely. Yeah, just a really nice looking card. What they done as well was teams that are in the Champions League, the blue design for the Champions League, Europa League orange and green for Conference League, which gives it a nice touch. So 3 pages of them. And then we move on to the Master and Apprentices, which I'll flip it sideways so you can see it a bit better. There we go. So obviously, starting from order as well. Some of them I don't really get though, in terms of, obviously you've got Yarmolenko and Bowen. I would say Bowen's better than Yarmolenko by far, but he's the apprentice. Same with ones like Evans and Thomas, they don't even play in the same position. So some of them are a bit weird. Get a look at the close-ups on these ones. Obviously, we've got Messi and Fati. That's probably the perfect example of one until he left, obviously. So yeah, decent looking cards. Then we move on to signature styles. Here, it starts here. Where we start off with Phil Foden. These I seem to pack a lot. All of these types, like Kai Havertz, I've got so many of them. So yeah, they look really nice as well. So far we've just done it in order of the checklist, but once we get to cards that are not on the checklist, the more rarer cards, we'll see what that looks like. So yeah, just finishing off with the signature styles and moving on to the 100 clubs, where we start with Neuer. There's 11 of them. Obviously the unbeatable, Robert Lewandowski. We've got every single one. So we go from Neuer, Ruben Diaz, Van Dijk, Trent, Kimmich, De Bruyne, Bruno, Mason Mount, Rashford, Neymar and Lewandowski. The card design is really nice, especially on the unbeatable one. I'll just get it out. See that? You see the shine? Really nice touch, especially the unbeatable bit at the bottom. Yeah, just a really nice card. We then move on to heritage cards, which are my personal favourite of the year. Don't know what your favourite is, leave it in the comments. But yeah, just really like the overall design of them, the way they shine. I'll grab one of them out. Thiago Silva, I think this was, yeah. Just look, you can just see it pops really nicely. Background the same colour as the kit. Apart from in one exception, up here, we have Fabianski, who obviously plays for West Ham, but for some reason he's got a blue background, which doesn't make sense whatsoever. So it could be a printing error, which I would assume. But overall a nice card, because you can see, obviously, you've got Mark Noble beside him, who's a West Ham player, who's in purple. So yeah, we just move on. 2 from most clubs, bar from Spurs. And any else? Just Spurs. So yeah, that's all the heritage cards. We've got 2 from each club mostly. Some are missed out, like the clubs. Ajax is missed out, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Ajax is missed out. The Portuguese clubs are missed out. Maybe a few others, I don't know. Then we've got these 4, which are included in the starter pack. Then we move on to limited editions. Now this is stuff that is not included in the checklist. So this is now everything that you'll see is stuff that has been added in that is not included in the binder. So we then first start with Greenwood and N'Golo, which come with the starter pack. And then we just move on to Ryan Gravenberch, Stones, Ferran Torres, Pogba, Becker, Alisson Becker, Sadio Mane and Kai Havertz. Personally, I am not the biggest fan of this card. I don't think it pops too well. I think it could look a lot better. It's not bad, but it could obviously look a lot better in my opinion. So we have 30 of these cards. 2 from most clubs. Obviously the Chelsea and United ones are split off from Pogba and Kai Havertz just because they were released in the starter pack. But then we move on to Fofana, James Maddison, can't see that. Who is that? Souček, Declan Rice, that's weird. Both of them get given cards in there, and then again there you'd think they'd give it to someone different. Or Tottenham getting 2 cards for once. Kimpembe, Verratti and Alphonso Davies. We then move on to let me just the camera slightly. Yeah, that's better. We then move on to Leroy Sané, Marco Reus, Jan Oblak, João Felix, Philippe Coutinho, Ansu Fati, Rafael Varane, Eden Hazard, who's had a massive downhill spiral, which is sad to see. Jesus Navas, who's reinvented his career, to be fair, transitioning into a right back. David Silva, Witzel, and Paco Alcacer. We then move into more of the special cards, where obviously we have got the limited edition Phil Foden. Let me just get that to focus a bit better. For some reason it doesn't want to focus. That's weird. Well, you get the gist of it. I don't know why it's doing that. That's really weird. It doesn't want to let you see it. But this is probably one of the rarest cards. It's a really nice design. Basically looks like the limited edition, apart from they added in the blue in front. Then I'll see if we can zoom in so we can see these cards better. We then have Haaland Diamond Limited Edition, Trent Emerald. We then have Jamie Vardy, Son, and Christian Pulisic. All very nice indeed. All having their own unique backgrounds as well, which I really do like. Especially, let's get this one out, the Jamie Vardy. Oh, well, this one wants to look, the Jamie Vardy with the red. I think it just looks beautiful, to be honest. Yeah, really nice card. So we've got all of the limited edition cards, including the Mbappe, Bruno, Raheem, and then we move on to the Christmas cards, which come out with the, calendar, the Christmas calendar. We've already done ours, opened it up, got all the cards in. I think they retail for £20. So they do look really nice. We've got Dan James, Divock Origi, Marcus Alonso, and Daniel Amate. Just the base cards, not holographic or anything like that. Then we move on. Let's get a better angle on these. We've got the Ferran Torres here and the Cavani and Diallo Master and Apprentice, which is really nice as well. Zoom back out. I've actually got a tripod this time, which I'm hoping helps the quality a bit more in terms of easier to manage, because I was actually using a box last time, which wasn't ideal, I don't think. So we then have Goal Machine, Ousmane Dembele, and the Shining Limited Edition that come with the Christmas calendar are Martial, Chilwell, Kasper Schmeichel, Jude Bellingham, and hat-trick hero Neymar Jr. We then have, try and get it out, limited edition card 100. Really nice looking card with all the people on the checklist here on it. Really nice card. And then the exclusive reward card. Oh, I think I've skipped a page? No, I've not. Okay, then we move on to the on-demand card, are they called? Yeah, on-demand cards, where it basically talks about a moment in the Champions League this season. So if we just take out Ronaldo, we'll be able to see what his was. So if you see there, opening goal of 21-22 season against Young Boys. So they basically just talk about special moments that have happened in the season. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure the Jorginho one was for, if I'm not mistaken, scoring 2 goals. Yeah, 2 pens in a dominant win against Malmo. So they all have their own little story, which is a really nice touch. I really like the card design as well, where it actually, you see the pitch that they were on when they scored. It just looks fresh. We then move on to the new signings, which they'll have the writing on below. So obviously we've got Donnarumma, Ramos, Hakimi, and I'm sure you can guess the other two PSG players, Gini Wijnaldum and Lionel Messi. Then we've got the Inter boys, and then this is where it gets weird because they've split up all the players. They haven't put the clubs together. Like Saul and Lukaku are both very far away from each other. Kanate. Then we've got Ronaldo, who's not with Iran. It's just a bit muddled up. It doesn't look too great, but it is what it is. Obviously, you've got Tammy Abraham, who's doing great stuff at Roma. Scored a bicycle kick the other night. Who else? Who else is having a good season here? Ronaldo, obviously, clutching up, scoring a lot of goals. Not doing too well for... United aren't doing too well in general, but he's scoring goals at least. That's what he's there. Pardon me. That's what he's there to do. We then got Jadon Sancho up here. Scored his first goal for the club not too long ago. Just some more signings, a lot of them. Tom Heaton for some reason got one, but bit of a weird one. And then a few more new signings, and then we move on to the update pack for clubs who I'm pretty sure hadn't yet qualified for their... I might be wrong. No, because Lille would have already qualified because he finished first. So they're just not cards that have been added in yet. So obviously we've got the 4 Lille cards, 4 Wolfsburg, 4 Salzburg, and 4 Young Boys. Then we've just got Martinez, Dybala, Morata, Koulibaly, Smalling, and Immobile, who hadn't been added in. So if you look at their number, it says... Oh, this one doesn't want to come into focus either. Well, basically it says SU6. I'm not sure what it stands for, but it's just an update for cards that didn't get it in their... These two didn't get it in their original 9 slot. So then we have the 2 hat-trick heroes. We have Messi and Ronaldo. We'll get them out. The 2 GOATs. You let me know who your GOAT is out of these 2, because realistically there shouldn't be anyone else. For me, it's this man over here, Messi. Not settled too well into life at PSG, but it's just Messi, isn't it? For me, the man, the myth, the legend. So yeah, we've got these 2 cards. Really nice design. They've actually made Messi a little bit better. I've only just realised that, but what a player both of them are. You can't discredit it. We're just lucky to be in a generation where we've been able to see both of them play. We then move on to the Pro Elite cards. We've still got a lot to do. So currently we've had every single card that's in the collection, apart from my knowledge, the Celtic, Rangers. I'm pretty sure it's just the Celtic and Rangers update, as those cards are actually, they're quite rare to get and I just don't have them. But it's something I'm looking to get. So if anyone has any spares or ones that they're willing to give away or trade for or even sell, just let me know in the comments. So then move on to the Pro Elites, where they just speak for themselves, don't they? They're just lovely looking. So we've put them on one page a piece. So we've got Timo Werner here, and then if you look on the back, I don't know why some of the cards don't want to. Let me move it away completely and bring it back in. Yeah, but basically they say stuff that they have done at the time at the club. So we have all of the ones here. Got 16 in total. And these are where the big boys are. The Pro Elite cards, where we've also got them on one page. They're a bit thicker. So yeah, you can see they've got that chrome finishing. You can see that on the card. Nice shine to them. They're a lot thicker as well. I don't know if you can tell, but it's like 2 cards stuck together. Much more expensive, much more rare. You'll get one of these in every 2 boxes you open. And we have every single one, including Messi, Neymar, Zlatan, Erling Haaland. Yeah. And then we move on to the crystal parallel card, where, if I don't say so myself, we have quite a lot. So yeah, I'm not looking at collecting all of them, but these are just what I have in my collection now. 2 Ajax, quite a few City, and with the Liverpool lot, we have almost all of them, to be fair. We might actually have all of them. We do have a lot. The Chelsea ones, we've only got a few. Yeah, they're just really nice looking, the crystal parallels. You'll get one in every 3 packs, supposedly. That should be better. Yeah. So they've just got, I'll bring one out. Reina. They've just got that shine to it. Really nice looking cards. May put one on each page as well. If anyone's interested in trading, swapping anything that you see here, because I do have a lot of duplicates. I mean, hundreds, thousands of duplicates of pretty much most cards, bar from a few limited editions and such. So yeah, if anyone likes the look of any of these cards, just give me a message. And that's us almost at the back. Romelu Lukaku there, just come back from injury. And we have a few more here, which have just been added in as time goes on. So, a few more United, a few more Chelsea. Just a lot of crystal parallels, to be fair. Then we move on to some of the top range dupes I have. So we have our heritage cards, where we have a decent amount. Oh, we've got more in storage, but this is just what I've got stored. A lot of 100 clubs with dupes of pretty much all. Some limited editions, some more 100 clubs there. A few Pro Elites and Pro Chrome Preview cards. And some crystal parallels as well. And then this is the back of the book. Let me just get that out. Where it just gives you the rest of the clubs. Then Master and Apprentice, Signature Styles, 100 clubs, Heritage, and then all your sort of limited edition type cards. So overall, our collection, I'll just put that over there. Our collection is pretty much done. We have pretty much every card, bar from a very select few. If anyone knows any other cards that I've missed out that I do not have, and I just don't know, or my mind's gone blank, let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoy this to see the layout and what cards I have, and if I can help any of you finish your collections or help make your collections look better, just drop me a message in the comments and I'll be glad to help out. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Card Mania is out. Peace.